driving. Hope comes and stops us in our tracks. Bravely we prove in our striving, trudging together each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Sorry I was a little late. I had some things to take care of. Certainly hope you can forgive me for that. Hello, Ingrid. I always like to pop in and see if you're here yet. Pretty background in red. Oh, it must have been a camera or something when I was switching. I'm not sure what you mean. I'm gonna have my coffee at least. All right. So, good morning. So I finally gave in. I'm going to start doing some TikTok stuff. I have no idea how that works. No idea. I have no idea how that's going to work, but I'm going to try it. It's funny because I've been looking at it a little bit and wow. I'm not really impressed. A lot of videos on there about how Gen X is correct. I'm going to tell you something. I'm a Gen Xer. Okay. And even they feared me. So I don't want to hear about it. When it came time to actually do shit, to actually do it, they're all talk. Okay. Gen Xers are a lot of bark. They are no bite. They just run their mouths. I'd also like to thank Gen X for destroying our mental health system. Thank you. That's right. That was my generation. We brought you such things as the internet, Facebook, TikTok, all these little things that destroy your mind. Guess I should have told you I was walking away. I'm sorry. I'm just wandering off. All right, see you guys around. Bye. Sorry about that. I just think it's funny that, you know what, Gen X, stop pointing the finger at millennials and go to therapy, would you? All right. Show me a Gen Xer, I'll show you a mental health problem. Okay? All right. So now that that's talked about, I don't think I swore, though. I don't think I swore. All right. Welcome to the Daily Trudge. My name is Dion. I'm your host. And if you're here, it is live right now, Chris, as you are speaking, as I am speaking. Yes. I can understand why that would be confusing, considering I put a lot out, and sometimes they start weird and things. So yeah, sometimes people don't know if they're actually watching the live or the rewatch, which is why I'd like everything to be on my website instead. So, but today we are talking about our common welfare should come first, which is tradition one. AA unity depends upon. Let's just read it out of the book. Let's do it, man. What I say, page 129? I did. Whoa. That sucked. I'm really sorry. For 1 second there, I was like back in jail. That was really weird. Okay. I need to blow my nose. I'll be right back. All right. Thank you for being patient. I appreciate it. I don't like blowing my nose around other people. I think that's disgusting. So, all right. Our common welfare should come first. Personal recovery depends upon AA unity. The unity of Alcoholics Anonymous is the most charity quality quality our society has. Our lives, the lives of all to come, depend squarely on it. We stay whole or AA dies. Without unity, the heart of AA would cease to beat. Our world arteries would no longer carry the life-giving grace of God. His gift to us would be spent aimlessly. Back again in their cave, alcoholics would reproach us and say, what a great thing AA might have been. We might be saying that shortly anyway. See, I take a weird look at, I don't take a weird look. I take a full look at things. Here's the thing. In order for us to have old timers, that means people need to get sober at an age that is 40 or below. Okay. I got sober at 45. I'm right on that edge there where I will be an old timer in this program. When I mean old timer, I'm talking, 20 years. An old timer, you're considered an old timer in AA at 10 years. Does this mean someone actually asked that in the AA the individual doesn't count for much? Is he to be dominated by his group and swallowed up in it? Nah, you're not. Don't worry about it. Get over it. I'm in such a lackadaisical mood. I have to be today, or things will drive me nuts. We may certainly answer this question with a loud no. We believe there isn't a fellowship on earth which lavishes more devoted care upon its individual members. Surely there is none which more jealously guards the individual's right to think, talk, and act as he wishes. No AA can compel another to do anything. Nobody can be punished or expelled. Our 12 steps to recovery are suggestions. The 12 traditions which guarantee AA's unity contain not even a single don't. They repeatedly say we ought, but never you must. So you're going to find that your individuality counts for a lot in the AA group. That's where your individuality is going to come out. What does that mean? It means go to the group conscious, for God's sakes. Get involved. Okay? Maybe right now you can't get involved too much. That's okay. And, as much as you can. Nobody's going to make you. The reason I say that is because it's going to be a benefit to you. That's why I say that. Okay? Because it's a benefit to you. Too many minds, all this liberty for the individual spells sheer anarchy. Okay. Every newcomer, every friend who looks at AA for the first time is greatly puzzled. They see liberty verging on license, yet they recognize at once that AA has an irresistible strength of purpose and action. How, they ask, can such a crowd of anarchists function at all? How can they possibly place their common welfare first? What if in heaven's name holds them together? It's God. It's God. God holds us together. Now, what really holds us together, the cement that holds us together, is all the bullshit we went through drinking, drugging, and with our isms. That's what holds us together. What binds us like cement is knowing that you have gone through what I have gone through, that you have felt the same feelings as me, that when I say I feel lonely, you know exactly how I feel. Now, that doesn't mean I want you to feel that way, but it's comforting knowing you're not the only person in the world. That's why I started this is why I started trudging together. It's why I started running my mouth. I knew there were people out there like me that needed help, but yet couldn't get away, couldn't get out of their home for certain reasons, maybe by mental illness, like me. Hi, Patricia. It's good to see you, hon. Good afternoon. It's always good to have you. Those who look closely soon have the key to this strange paradox. The AA member has to conform to the principles of recovery. You do. The principles of recovery. Okay? The principles. There's a principle behind every step. Practice these principles in all of our affairs. Ta-da, we got it. Simple. His life actually depends upon obedience and spiritual principles. I'm moving over to chat here. It's always good to see you too, Chris. Always. At first he goes along, okay. If he deviates too far, the penalty is sure and swift. He sickens and dies. Yeah. Ouch. God. That's what happens when you step out of the sunlight of the spirit. You sicken and die. Right? I had 12 years of sobriety. I stepped out of the sunlight of the spirit. And that's exactly what happened. I sickened. And it almost killed me. It almost killed me. All right. At first he goes along because he must, but later discovers a way of life he really wants to live. That's the difference now. I want this way of life now. This is what I want in my life. I want AA. I want the fellowship. Sure, there are other ways to go, but this is what I enjoy. Okay. I'm going to actually go to a smart recovery meeting and a celebrate recovery meeting because I'm just curious. I'd like to know how they even if it's just a little synopsis, so I know. Actually, I've been to celebrate recovery before. I enjoyed it. Too much crosstalk for me. Not enough structure. It's too back and forth. I can't handle it. But when I'm in the right space, it's a lot of fun. Right? So, who knows? Moreover, he finds that he cannot keep this priceless lift unless he gives it away. Neither he nor anybody else can survive unless he carries the AA message. Okay? And this is going to be true whatever program you're in. You got to carry the message. Even if you are celebrate recovery, you still carry the message. Smart recovery, carry the message. Right? Because we all know that the number one way to keep your sobriety is by giving it away. Everybody knows. Everybody should know that. And it doesn't matter what program you're in. That's usually the basis of it. Is usually on something altruistic. Not altruistic. Okay. Right. It usually means giving back to something that was been given to you for free. Okay. And that's how all those programs work. Or I don't know that they would work. I haven't seen another way that does work. So therefore, and there are no new ideas out there. I'm sorry, but every new idea is gone. It is gone, gone, gone. It has been used. Right? There are too many people in this world to think that you might have an original idea or that I might have an original idea. So why in the heck do we continuously try to rewrite the program or reinvent the wheel? It doesn't need to be done. When we do that, what we're looking for is pomp. We're looking for we're looking for people to cheer us on. Okay. That's what I saw a lot of TikTok on. TikTok looks like, and I'm still going to try it, but it looks like a lot of, look how high I can jump. That's what it looks like to me so far. Oh, you want to see how high I can jump? I just got a new pair of shoes. Okay. I still believe that a new pair of shoes can make you run faster. I don't want to believe anything else. Right? AA is great the way it is. I absolutely agree. Yeah. All right. We'll see you. We'll see you tomorrow, honey. Please be careful. I know in Texas in Colorado it wouldn't be shit, but you guys are prepared out there like we are. So please be careful, and we'll see you tomorrow. I love you, honey. The moment. Oh yeah, huh? 8 minutes to the meeting. I best wrap this up. So, neither he nor anybody else can survive. The moment this 12-step work forms a group, another discovery is made. Most individuals cannot recover unless there is a group. Realization dawns that he is but a small part of a great whole, that no personal sacrifice is too great for the preservation of the fellowship. Okay? He learns that the clamor of desires and ambitions with him must be silenced. Whenever these could damage the group, it becomes plain that the group must survive or the individual will not. Okay. See, and I have to be careful in my groups that I'm not an evangelist or that I don't take over, because that's the kind of person that I am. Sometimes I need to shut up and just be a part of instead of having to put my little fingers in everything. Right? Yeah. Our tradition of key elements is ego deflation process necessary to achieve and maintain sobriety in Alcoholics Anonymous. What? Yep. You got to work the traditions too. Yep. Did you study the traditions with your sponsor? Because you should have. As soon as you're done with the steps, that's what you do next. The traditions. And you study them. All right. The first tradition reminds me not to take credit or authority for my recovery. That goes to God. It does not go to another human being. It does not belong to a company. It does not belong to an individual or a group or a thing. It belongs to God, period. That's it. In my world. Placing our common welfare first reminds me not to become a healer in this program. I am still one of the patients. Nice. I need to hear that shit. I love it. It keeps me humble, man, and I like being humble. Why do I like being humble? Because then I'm doing God's will, and I feel really good when I do God's will. I get excited. I'm happy. I make other people happy. I do good stuff. Self-effacing elders built with the ward. Without it, I would not be alive. Without the group, few alcoholics would recover. The active role in renewed surrender of will enables me to step aside the need to dominate, the desire for recognition, both of which played so great a part in my active alcoholism. Deferring my personal desires for the greater good of the group growth contributes towards a unity that is essential to all recovery. It helps me to remember that the whole is greater than the sum of all its parts. Okay? In the beginning, yeah, I've always enjoyed being a part of the group because it's nice being home. It's nice being home. And I mean that in a spiritual sense, not in a physical sense, in a spiritual and emotional sense. It feels good to be home. Okay. That's what I got. I'm sure I'll be back this afternoon. I usually am. I don't know. I had a lot of meetings. I'll still do it. I love you guys. Peace out and have a day. Thank you.